start. TLR Nation, welcome. This is Maui kicking it off Maui style with the rest of the TLR crew and crewettes.
Oh, the champagne of beers.
We all loved that.
Tommy was first. I was second.
We all loved that.
We have nice wives. We have nice wives. All right.
Woo! We've been cheering all week. It's been kind of
my boys. Me and my boys.
We've got these guys. We've got a special broadcast.
Hey.
We're doing this live. So we got to finish the wine because we've got.
Before the end of the episode, these wines will be gone. Capisco. Aloha.
Y'all may recognize this bucket hat. It's been all over ESPN the last 2 days.
Let's go.
And as such, we're going to do an abbreviated version, but don't fear.
I know. Where's your giant bottle of wine? I'll get it for you.
Go grab that. So we're going to do a hyphenated show, but the real treat you guys get as Mark walked right into the sliding glass door.
Yep.
That just happened. You heard it live.
Yeah. That was an actual bird into a sliding glass door moment.
Big old bird. He's the dirty bird, I believe.
You know, those Gonzaga wins don't come often. Once they come, you lose it a little bit.
Probably the camera to guys. Girls are all on the ground.
Yeah, girls are loving that. So that was incredible.
I've never actually seen all three human beings be on the ground.
You haven't. And so we're gonna run through this.
I've actually never seen a human being walk into a glass door.
And
screen doors I've seen.
Still laughing.
Screen doors I've seen.
Gonzaga won this. We're posting
Maui. I got a championship shirt I can go put on, but I figured I'd wear what made me famous. You know.
We're recording this on Wednesday.
I like when it cuts away to Nick on his couch without Nick.
Without Nick. They're too loud in there. That's what that is. So this is a Wednesday. Gonzaga's already won. Arizona's about to play. We're giving you a truncated version. We got extra content for you. We actually have the read-off from the Sunday night football game of the Vikings losing to the Bears. There were 71.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Faithful listeners care. So without further ado, let's kick this off.
How'd the Raiders do, Tommy?
They won, which was
Raiders,
which we didn't want to win, but can't beat.
So I'd like to start it off with a new segment. Show me your scars. I'll show mine first, even though Mark looks very happy to show his. So this is a little coral reef scar right here.
Watch out for the reefer.
Yeah, see that? Fucking shark bit me. Day one in Hawaii. You know what happened to me?
Didn't even have to go to the hospital.
Didn't have to go anywhere. No stitches. Toughed it out. Was back in the ocean today.
Sick.
Mark, what scar you got to show off?
That was sick. I don't have any scars. I was going to show off how no sharks bit me.
Oh.
Nick got freaking hammered by a hammerhead, and yet he's still doing the pod.
I still went in the ocean today again. You got any scars you want to show?
My scars are the 3 mustaches you may see on this episode. As we all know, November is Men's Awareness Month. And so pick a cause, any cause, or even if it's a just cause.
Let's grow!
All right, we'll put it back down.
And it's actually the Maui way. So,
look at this fucking backdrop.
What is that, a palm tree? Is that bad?
I've never seen that.
Oh, no.
Let's
moving in the wind. Is that bad?
To do a quick overview.
Should we play Firestarter since we missed that?
I don't see any clouds. Is that bad?
We may end with Firestarter, but we
probably wait. We could acapella.
We could acapella, or we could do a quick review of the analytics, which showed that we had 19 total views, 250 watch time.
Some tells me that we're gonna up those.
This episode will. You know what the big win of this week is, though, boys?
No.
See this +1 subscriber? We've got a full-time subscriber.
We didn't update this. We have 19 views.
It's been updated, and we've got 1 new subscriber. We're up to 3 subscribers.
Do we know who the subscriber is?
I am refraining from sharing that information due to
I'm
my.
pretty sure it's Kyle, Roger, and one of the Chris's. Not sure if it's with a K
that's
or
3.
with a C.
There's only 1. And the Blue Devil had a thing on his head that said 1 is greater than 3. Well, guess what? You're right. When the rankings come out, we're number 1 and you're number 3.
So no one saw that hat, but in something we.
I don't think that exists, Tommy.
In something that 3 of us
the
did
actual
see.
Blue Devil had that on his head.
Why don't we jump to fireside chats? I feel like we got some good fireside chats this week.
All right.
I'm going to pull up my phone, so ignore me.
Yeah, I'm going to get my phone.
We got some good fireside chats. As you know, they come with Big Mama. Big Mama was also a part of this Maui Invitational Tournament a couple years ago. Big KU fan. Rock, Jock, Jay.
Are you going where I think you're going? Because that needs to be vetted out first.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just setting the stage. So Big Mama gave us some advice, basically said, wonderful tournament. You guys are ready for going. So we're there. And we asked Big Mama about drinking because we don't do podcasts sober, nor life really. And so we say, hey, any type of booze? And he goes, no. It's a one-word answer, which never happens from Big Mama.
No. Preach.
So
usually it's 40 words.
Yeah, or a paragraph.
And multiple dashes and dots.
Or a paragraph with 40 words and dots and lots of punctuation.
Long story short, there's actually a beer garden,
yeah,
literally outside, and
one of the most fun drinking areas in a sporting event in the
world.
Yeah.
Nick, have you ever been to Germany?
I have.
Wow, and you're putting it top 5.
No,
that's a solid.
I was saying
garden.
at sporting events, so Oktoberfest doesn't count. It's not a sporting event.
Well,
actually, it's a sporting beer drinking.
Top 5 though. Number 1 can still be.
So that's my big fireside chat. What do you got? Who wants to go next?
Oh, I got one. Dude's watching Duke Gonzaga. Texts us, hey, Mark's on TV. Let's go. I see you see me. I see you see me.
To translate that, what the text was they just showed some pedophile Zags fan with a creepy stash going apeshit before the last break. So thank you, Big Mama, because you're absolutely right in this case. And that's you. Look at he can frown without actually moving his lips.
That's inappropriate. I think we should cut from the pod. That's ridiculous text, and he should be kicked out of the league.
We cannot cut any text because this is live.
I can cut him from the league because I'm the commish.
Nick, anything?
You're gone. Gonna get a Gonzaga grad.
This is all you got. This is our favorite picture of the trip so far.
Look close.
Is that one of us?
Look at the crack.
Yep.
That is not us.
Look at that.
Is that
that is not one of us.
Anybody from the league?
No, but you know what that is? Is a guy who doesn't give a shit about any fucks.
That's like the mustache way. This is like the ultimate rebellion.
He's the antithesis of it.
I guess the only other fireside chat I think is what Tommy was alluding to before I showed the butt pic. But it was just saw Daisha's Insta story. Looks like Nick got a Kate Hudson's fashionable Femi floppy hat added to his closet. ...
He's talking about this one.
Cute. And you know what? My only response is, you're damn right it's cute. And I've wore it all fucking week. And everyone knows who I am.
You're Nick Maui. Can you show the pic, though, for those
Maui
who don't know what a floppy hat and what a Kate Hudson are?
I got the pic, too. There it is.
And that's more or less what we're looking at.
That looks different.
Only her mustache is slightly more pronounced.
All right, so let's get into it. Gonzaga Duke championship.
No,
we
actually,
win. Let's go.
It's a crossover pod. Crossover pod. Mark gets 2 minutes to quick give us an overview of the tournament, and then we're jumping back to football. That's what you're all here for. Mark, go. Basketball.
Can I take 1 minute and give each of you 30 seconds?
Sure.
All right, so Gonzaga plays Arizona. Freaking gives them hope, rips out their souls. Then I meet a bunch of dookies. Go Red Sox! They get smashed. Zion Williamson's a bum. The entire narrative of college basketball has changed forever. Not the greatest team of all time. In fact, people are starting to wonder, maybe Gonzaga's had some of the best teams of all time, this year especially. Let's go. Your turn.
I can take it. So, you're right. Arizona did have hope until the refs ripped it out of our heart. It took our only big man. And Gonzaga continued to have their only offensive play be throw it down low because we have no big guy in anymore because the refs took him away from us. and that's how they won the game. They actually didn't win it by beating us.
I will say, if your team, if River Falls, if La Croix, if any other some unheard of northern town is ever in this tournament, it's a must go. It's a must attend. People are friendly. Weather is beautiful. And
I mean, look at this fucking backdrop right now.
Hey, can you see enough trees?
Blue sky with a nice subtle cloud. Just
Now
a
we're in
little bit,
sleeves. No sleeves.
No.
I'm only wearing sleeves just to make this jersey pop more.
And that's what we're all about. It's popping.
Brandon Williams and Chase Jeter, if you're watching this, you made a mistake. You should have chosen Gonzaga, but instead you're going to have a shitty rest of your college careers.
It's a good thing they're not watching. And with that, I'd like to thank our first sponsor, who is always watching, and that is Sunscreen Sploosh, double S. Do you ever find yourself going to the beach, like in Maui, tired of just applying sunscreen, wiping it on your face
Every day. Too much sun.
asking someone to spray it down,
There's too much sun out
gotta
there.
let it dry? It's terrible.
It is.
So our friends over at Sunscreen Sploosh have invented this new device where a simple toss of the sploosh balls, what they call it, will pop, and you just walk through the herbal air that becomes the sunscreen, and you are fully covered 8 hours through sweat, through water,
8
through
hours.
sand. 8 hours.
So is it like a gack or more like a mist?
It's more like a mist, and the best part is that it lasts 8 hours. Most sunscreens are 80 minutes, and if something else lasts you more than 4 hours, you got to call somebody. But this is 8 hours.
That's nice.
It is nice. So
Call 'em
Sunscreen
up.
Sploosh.
Do they got any deals for us?
Well, just for us, because we're in Maui, we've tried out their integrated. I'm sorry, that's the wrong word. Their innovative new technology. Didn't work the first day, got a little burned, but the second day it worked perfectly. So because I 50% off, 1-for-1, 50% off your entire order from sunscreensploosh.com. That's Sploosh, SPLOOSH, and use the promo code TLR, and you'll be splooshing like it's nobody's big deal.
And that's awesome we were able to get them on as a sponsor for this podcast. We've all been raving out about Sunscreen Sploosh, and I'm so happy we could bring them on today and actually get them to pay us to advertise.
We're almost at hashtag no ad because they've been such a great product. Mark, explain what's going on with this.
Oh,
Well,
Nick's
Tommy's traded
white
bottles
wine.
with me, so
has been started off by you, which is very nice. I appreciate you doing that, Tommy. Giving Nick a big opportunity to be able to take it easy and still finish his bottle by the end of the episode. And I was just making sure that your bottle was within reaching distance, Tommy, so that you
Sure.
can drink yours.
Sure. But why are we forced to be drinking this?
I just felt like
Mark,
we
you know,
were
it'd be generous if
enjoying
you just
some
help.
vacation station.
Vacation station. All right, we're trying to go through quickly on this pod. Let's jump into the results. Boom, boom, boom. A chugga, 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 chugga. You might hear that is the Maui sugar cane train going right behind us.
Hey, get the train on the TV.
Oh, that's
There's
the
a train. There is a train.
Sugar cane train. Oh, you saw the shadow. Beyond the shadow of a doubt.
You're about to see the smoke.
I don't think they did. I don't know that they're gonna see the smoke,
All right,
but it would be like over there if you saw it. I don't think
we'll quickly touch on some things that people actually care
You
about.
might
Well,
see a little
let's
smoke.
look
You
into
might be
this
able to
first
see a little bit
matchup.
of smoke.
So in the first matchup of
Between
the
the
week, we're
tree.
going to review. We've got Don't Stop Believin', which don't stop looking at the new avatar photo
Number
that he's
one,
got.
baby. This
Uh,
is champ right here. Number one.
Second place, actually.
Actually, just number two.
But what he almost did was double up Coop, there it is, who had a rough week on a couple occasions. I'll run through my side, you run through yours.
Yeah.
We played each other. It was brutal. But the team that was projected to win just did exactly what they were projected to do. I started Mariota, who got hurt because he's kind of a wuss. Thought I had the Hawaii connection work here. He's from there. Didn't work that way. Got off to a great start, though, with Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones. A couple big scorers on that Thursday night game. Was really feeling good. And then my namesake, who I continue to start with no regard because he's an absolute starter, but continues to outperform even the worst expectations. Amari Cooper, 3 points. Then we go to Ben
3
Watson,
points.
who gave me a big 0 burger from the tight end spot.
Did you
I'm not
drop
even.
him?
I'm not even sure he had a target, to be quite candid. So that sucked.
Drop him.
Calvin Ridley only 3 points, and
Wow.
Sterling Shepard. I don't know why I think the Giants are going to turn it around because they're not. So pretty rough week because I basically had
So you
3
would have lost
players in
even if
double
you would have
digits. I would have
started
lost no
your
matter.
optimal lineup.
So when I click show bench
I
players,
know you love your optimal lineups and your who did you start.
I just was not going to win this. But let's look
All right.
over to the good side. Don't
Yeah.
stop believing. How do you feel?
Wait,
So
what is that? Tell me about your avatar.
my avatar.
Yeah, it looks different.
Yeah, so just change it in inspiration of the mustache. You know, there's not many big famous blonde mustaches out there.
I can think of one.
And
do you
Larry
think of?
Bird is
Larry Bird.
basically blonde-haired, blue eyes. If I grew my hair out, I pretty much would look like that
Love
guy,
that guy.
so I thought it was appropriate. But moving on to the matchup, well, I would like to first off start by thanking Skip Bayless for lending me Evan Ingram in a backdoor deal. Got me 6 points. Must have had in the tight end position for about 3 weeks.
How do you guys feel about backdoor
Wow.
deals?
I think collusion. So for those who don't know, what we're alluding to is what's the right word? Someone thinks there's collusion going on. There's really not collusion. I drop Evan Ingram.
Because collusion is not tolerated. As the commissioner, that is not gonna go down.
Exactly. And I dropped Evan Ingram because
You did because he sucks.
Nick
and
picks
he
him up,
literally still sucks and had one catch.
and there was an allegation of collusion, but Evan Ingram had 1 catch for 50 yards, and Nick got points.
He had 2 catches,
You might have had 2 catches.
but one was for 54.
Okay,
But
so moving on.
moving on, Jared Goff just keeps on leading the best offense in the league.
Wait,
Puts up a fucking 35.
how do you
burger.
not keep after watching that Rams-Chiefs game? How do you not keep the quarterback of the Rams? In my opinion, there should only be 2 quarterback keepers: Patrick
Well,
Mahomes and Jared Goff, because those are the 2 most dominant offenses in the league.
well
How do you not keep
Mark, as you
Jared Goff?
may not remember from last episode, we don't have to decide on our keepers till June 15th. So I don't know how you would know who I'm keeping or not.
All I'm asking is, how do you not?
Okay.
I think that's locked and loaded for you. You
Well,
have to keep it.
it's going to be a while.
What
till I
about your
decide.
defense play there? The Chargers for 0.
So not a great choice. And I was going to touch on
You had
everyone.
2
Everyone always talks about Alvin Kamara and Christian McCaffrey. Like, oh my God, those guys are studs.
They're
Well, they
studs.
basically didn't put up any points, and I still put up 116 points, just showing the depth and overall greatness of Don't Stop Believing.
What about Jalen Richard outscoring Adam Thielen?
That was surprising, and Jalen Richard's going to be right back in the starting lineup this week.
So you benched 2 defenses that outscored your 0 burger, but I had a 0 burger, so we're moving on.
Yeah, those defenses are really just stashed for their schedule during the playoffs.
Smart. We actually had the next game we're going to talk about, the highest scoring
That's
game.
right.
And
Cursed.
you know, not cursed. You know what happened?
Thank you for taking that quick wine break. There's always time to take a wine break and get rolling on that wine.
There is. But there's also a key theme here, which is joining the podcast will bring you good fortune. And in doing so, Chris
Right.
the K?
Every single time someone's
I
came on
thought
the
that was Chris
podcast,
with a C.
they've won the next week.
That is an actual fact. Stat of the week! Stat of the week!
Stat of the week.
Stat of the week.
Bop, bop,
Stat of the week. Stat of the week.
bop, bop.
Every time you join the pod, you win.
I'm going to
So
verify
here's
that Roger
Chris
actually
with a
won
K.
last week.
So while
2
Mark's
weeks ago.
verifying that, let's just look at the total domination that Chris with a K played. DJ Moore, what a revelation. Played him the right week. 157 yards with a touchdown. That's 21 points,
It looks like Roger did, in fact, win week 11.
which we knew. So
Tommy, let me
wait,
stop
we
you
don't
right
wanna know
there.
about week
please stop. Don't call me Roger.
I had to pick
Well,
up-
Roger lost the week for that, which might have been the week.
Yeah,
we joined.
we're done with
I
that.
think my worst draft pick, it was later in the draft, was Devin Funchess. Literally has done absolutely nothing, and now DJ Moore looks like an all-star receiver.
Tried to
and
trade for him, you wouldn't have it. You were like, I hate trading. No trade.
I want DJ Moore.
You
I think-
wanted Derrick Henry, but you wouldn't give up Devin Funchess.
The Houston defense play for 15 points was very strong.
Are we still talking about my matchup?
As was Traquan
Langley
Smith.
blew up
and
the
DJ
entire
Moore.
spot with a bunch of scrubs, and he knows as much as I know that this is a completely random sport that we're playing called fantasy football, and anybody can sneak up and snatch victory from anyone at any time. And that's what's going to happen in the playoffs. A bunch of teams are going to randomly win. That's a complete crapshoot. And one of us is going to be crowned champion for no reason.
So that might be it. But if you look at your bench, minus the QB, which you have to play, you only get to play one, you put up about 5 bench points. Are you a little worried heading down the home stretch that you don't have a deep,
Not really,
full bench?
because I just picked up LeGarrette Blount, and he's about to blow a bunch of points all over the scoreboard.
You're still stuck playing with.
I am forfeiting this week.
Doug
I have
Martin.
Gurley on bye, so I know Tyreek Hill's on bye for Big Mama, but Big Mama, when you beat me this week, it means nothing. I had my best player out, so we're happy for you.
So let's move to Big Mama, who won the closest matchup
Of the league history.
League history.
League history.
This is foundational. 117.84 versus
Oh my God!
117.6.
Hey, Tommy, can you confirm that the stat corrections have taken place?
And tight end
I
guy
cannot.
really
Can
needed
you?
this victory.
I can only because it's Wednesday, and I'm pretty sure they do them by Wednesday.
So had Big Mama played any actual quarterback who played, he
Wow.
may have outscored Carson Wentz.
Oh
Yet
my
he
God.
still eked out that victory
That's
against.
gotta hurt for tight end guy who is literally in the
Really
playoff
needed
hunt.
the win.
Well,
He was in
Sean,
the playoff hunt until he lost that game, and now he's pretty much doomed.
Sean's got the best team name, so I love that. But as we look at the matchup, can Tyreek Hill be more of a stud than
But
250?
it's every 3 weeks, though. It's every 3 weeks.
Is it every 3 weeks?
Yep.
It feels like it's more than
When
every
I
3
played
weeks.
Big Mama, Tyreek Hill put up nothing, and I crushed Big Mama's hopes and dreams.
All right. So while Mark has left us during this brief segment, we want to take a break from football. It's a somber note. Mark literally cried when Gonzaga won today. Tears in his eyes, like a grown man should never have. He never went to Gonzaga, never been to Spokane.
He has already declared national championship for the team that just won a tournament in Hawaii that no one cares about.
It's going to be hilarious when they lose in the Sweet 16. They'll win the
As they
first 2
always do.
games. Exactly. We're going to Anaheim to watch the Sweet 16 and Elite 8. They are going to lose while we are there. I'm going to feel really bad from them. But that's going to happen. So, Mark, enjoy your moment. It's been something having to hang out with you. But they're going to lose again. Now back to football.
Yeah, I can't wait till he sees that when he rewatches the podcast.
Football! That's how he would respond. So, rest of tight end guy and Andy Reid's diet. Closest game of the week. Drew Brees, great pickup. Put up 30. He does that often. You thought going in with Robert Woods, he'd have more than 72 and a touchdown, given that they scored 54 points in that entire game. David Johnson against Oakland, I thought he would have had more than 15, but he still just ran all over us.
David Johnson's the most overrated running back in the league.
Yeah, but anyone who plays Oakland should be good.
Yeah.
The Deion Lewis play hurts you. As we expose the bench lineups, you could have played a couple other guys that may have made the difference, like Austin Eckler, who
He played last week.
he did play last weekend. Every week he's like a baseline of like 5 points.
Yeah, so that would have got you more than 3.
Would have gotten more than 3. Tough go of it. So next matchup though, we've got everybody's favorite, or maybe not everybody, some people's favorite, Winklevision against Chris with the C? C? I think. I don't know. Chris with the C won. It was a close projection, but you know, the 2 points was well covered by some outstanding performances from Zeke and Ingram.
Yeah, another poor quarterback play winning the game.
That's been the theme of this
Yeah.
week. I think that's the Week 11 thing. Poor quarterbacks winning the day.
You know, minus Jared Goff putting up 35.
That's not an example of what we're talking about,
Okay.
but it is an example
Yep.
of something.
Hey, Mark, welcome back. Thanks for leaving during the middle of our shortest podcast ever.
Yeah,
We're
let's
trying to
get
run
it
through this.
going.
Chicago defense, Pittsburgh defense, 2 good
These
scoring
other
defenses.
matchups bore me. I guess there aren't our audience, though. We should probably show them some respect.
Stephon Diggs, great game against Carry-On, who
We're
I know I tried to.
Will he keep Stephon Diggs? He's got Eek, he's got Ing,
Mark Ingram,
and then I feel like Diggs might be his number 3, yeah?
Allen Robinson, Mark Ingram.
Oh my God. Sonny Michelle. Wrong.
Maybe.
What about Chris Davis?
Corey Davis was a terrible draft pick. I felt like he drafted him
From
because he was hoping for a keeper.
Central Michigan.
That was a reach.
I do think Andrew Luck's about to go on a on Ascension. So I like Winkle's play there. T.Y. Hilton, though, that's the one you want. So whoever's at T.Y., watch out. I tried
That's
to trade
Chris with a K. As Ty destroyed me with him this week.
I tried to trade Winkles with Winkles for Kerryon Johnson multiple times. Wouldn't have anything of it. This is going to be a normal Winkles.
Now this year?
Johnson day.
what's
This
that?
is time for my ad. I'll tell you all about it.
Okay.
Eric Ebron put up a zero burger.
Hey, Tommy, I think it's time for.
I think it is. We can always do matchups after my next.
Jump
ad.
into it. Jump into it.
Well, thank you for Zogpog. That's what I say whenever I have a Zogpog. I'm like, this is good.
What? Tell us more.
It's got an icy drink. Here, you try. It's so you ever hear about Pog? Hawaii. If you ever been to Maui, you probably heard of it. You guys, you probably heard of it.
What is
Yeah,
it? What is it?
passion fruit, orange, guava. That's like the trifecta of flavors. And you put those three things into any sort of, I mean, let's just shoot it straight. If you put that into like a beer,
Yeah.
you put that with maybe like the juice with maybe a hard spirit.
Yeah.
It's good. And so we call that Zogpog.
What's in that? What's in that Zogpog?
So in here we got a little bit of ice.
Blended Zog.
And we got POG. So that stands for you got actually this is what POG means. Do you guys know what it might stand for, Nick?
I would love to hear what you think it stands
It
for.
stands for
Mark.
passion fruit, orange, and guava. And so this here's a nice beverage. Thank you for
What's in
Zogpog.
this beverage here?
That
though?
tasted just like ice.
This is got ice, and then there's a
lot of
can
ice.
here in Maui called POG juice, which is
There's no
passion
alcohol in
fruit,
here, though?
orange, and guava. And then there is some vodka in here. Zogpog also comes with a little bit of white wine and a lot of hearty spirit. Go Zogs! #1 of the country, baby. If you don't know, now you know. Duke! Zion! I know you're listening. You got so many viewers. One of your viewers is going to forward this to you. You suck. Swatted again. Brandon Clark in your face. Rui in your ear hole. We're #1. You've lost. We haven't. Let's go.
So now that you've readjusted your volume, we hope you're back to normal conversation, because that's what this is all about. Help me, Roger. Help
me, Roger.
Help
Where's
me,
the
Roger.
music?
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 But let's talk about Roger's matchup. Nick, jump into it for me.
I mean, he was playing the worst team in the league, so of course he won.
Hey,
The worst team in the
Kyle, stop talking trash about Kyle's team. He's trying his best.
I don't know why people
He had bad luck.
keep thinking Tyreek Cohen's like a great fantasy player, 3 points.
I actually have terrible news. Le'Veon Bell is trash. And I guarantee you right now, you heard it here first. He will have more receiving yards than rushing yards next year, and he will not be good when
I
he's on
do
his
love the
team.
pickup and play by Reynolds. Or
That
of
was good.
Reynolds.
Josh
by
Reynolds. Yeah, I like that.
How many points did he end up with? Because he was in,
14.
yeah, that's a good pickup.
Kyle Rudolph, we're going to have to work on that one. Vikings should help you out a little bit there.
This is a shortened version of pod, so we will not be talking about Vikings today.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll post that later. That's future content.
Curious play by Help Me Roger on Theo Riddick. Not sure what he thought was going to happen there.
Well, theoretically, he would have gotten him more points.
Theoretically, you are correct.
Let's go!
Pun killers!
If
Pun
you
killers!
listened to the 30-minute and 24-second mark, you heard the gem of the week. This is sponsored by Shinko. We sell gems.
I think my favorite play on Rodgers' team, though, is the Jacksonville defense, which just shattered Mark's hopes and dreams of winning this week by shutting Big Ben down. Putting up 10 fantasy points for
Ben ended
Roger.
up with like 20.
Yeah, putting up 10. If
so-
he wouldn't have been playing the Jacksonville D, he would have got 40.
All right, Kyle.
Pause the pod for this airplane overhead. And the
Sprinklers.
sprinkler system.
Sprinklers are coming.
Let's go! Airplane, sprinkler system, airplane, sprinkler system. That's going in your pothole.
All right, so we're gonna go through the sprinklers. We're gonna speak loud, and as we look through
Hold
the
on.
games,
Can you go back so we can see ourselves? Look at this.
It's spring.
had sprung.
Look at this weather.
Can you see it? Wait, there was double rainbow today. You guys saw it, right?
Yeah.
There was a double rainbow. Nick, how many rainbows have you seen this week?
I've seen at least one every day, usually 2. So we've been here for
What
6 days.
would winter be like?
Winter is coming! Dude, winter is coming. Go!
Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen. I sit back with my brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. Flow like a hawk daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo,
I don't know. Turn out the lights and I'll float to the mic like a vandal. Some of the sage I like a mic like a candle. Dance.
I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom.
So,
Zogpog! Oh,
so winter is here for all you northerners. But guess where we are again? Avoiding it. Avoiding it.
we're
in
not just
Hawaii.
avoiding it.
Maui.
We are living it. Look at this. You see that palm tree in the background?
It is
I'm just
beautiful.
gonna grab it. Look, I'm grabbing the palm tree. Grabbing it with my hands.
Life's not so bad.
That's a great way to put it.
A little sleeveless action, and yeah, we're in fucking Hawaii. That's the winter's coming segment.
I feel like there was a snow day or a negative day recently. Is that accurate?
And my dad texted me when I said I was in Maui.
Where's Randy
Maui
from?
Invitational. From Minnesota.
Oh,
He was like, oh, it was below
Sorry.
0 today, actually.
sorry.
Oh, sorry about that, Randy.
I think we covered most of the matchups. Oh, wait. There's one more.
Big midget.
Big midget and
Big midget number 1. How does it feel? Number 1 is a beautiful thing. You've experienced it. I've experienced it. Now Brian is currently experiencing it. I would love to know what he has to say about it. Maybe text in the group chat how you feel about it. But it's a great thing to be number 1, right, Nick?
Yeah,
it
if we
feels
actually
good.
went by head-to-head matchups instead of points, that would still be number 1.
Oh yeah, so like head-to-head matchup. So like, if you were going to say like, who's number 1, Duke or Gonzaga, it'd be like head-to-head matchup. Well, Gonzaga took it down, so I guess they'd be number 1.
But as we look at Ben, who is the best
Who you
name-changing...
Where
is he been?
Is that the guy
that
from
John
Step Brothers?
C. Riley.
So
That's what I was going to say. John C. Riley.
what's Sweetberry Wine have to do with that guy?
I don't know.
Ben's telling us
And
he
you
likes
think that he
Sweetberry
likes
wine.
Sweetberry Wine?
Yeah, because he changes his name.
The thing
Every
he
week.
likes?
No, he's
Yeah.
the best at it. Because when I played
I
him,
like Ben.
Ben's all
I would
about
like
this.
for Ben. I heard would not shy away from the opportunity to log in and join us for a pod someday.
Ben, when you're ready,
I predict it.
we got you.
I think
it's
you should
easy
join
enough
for
to add.
rivalry week. Well, he doesn't have to wait that long. That would be
And
like
no
next week.
offense, Ben, I don't like Sweetberry wine. So.
No, just white Sauvignon Blanc. Apparently.
More of a Zogpog guy.
Zogpog. So as we look at your matchup, Cam Newton was a great draft pick. Mark will attest to that. Loves quarterbacks going 4th round.
Yeah, he regrets it. I don't need to tell him, but he's in first place, so it's me versus Brian. The rest of the North
How about
proving
this?
to be worthless.
Let's do
It's
sleeper,
Brian
keeper.
and I, the 2 champs, growing and showing. Let's go, Brian and Mark. I feel like
Let's do
we've
sleeper
proven our
keeper for these 2 teams.
all right.
So let's do big midget first, Brian. So I show the bench first. Nothing
Are
on
you
the
on
bench.
left or right side?
Left side. Nothing on the bench.
Chubb's on the bench.
What do you save on the right? He's got a tough. He might keep Zach Ertz.
Hopkins.
Chubb.
Hopkins.
Ertz.
Chubb.
Yep.
Lindsey.
Ooh,
Lindsay.
he's got a sneaky team. Keenan Allen not being a keeper would be a disappointment for a draft pick, but he has been a disappointment this year. Lindsey, I think when push comes to shove, Brian will go with the running back, and he'll
he's going
take Chubb, Lindsey, and Hopkins. Although the other guy that has to be mentioned is Chris Carson. I think he's more likely to keep Chris Carson than Keenan Allen.
Really, I think Chris Carson's likely to lose to Rashad Penny.
That's fine, and then he won't keep him. But if he ends the year strong, he'll take him instead of Lindsey.
All right, now let's look to Ben. What do we
Where
got on
you
Ben?
been? Much easier.
Where you
It's
been?
just AB and AB, Mike Evans, and Melvin Gordon.
Melvin Gordon.
Yep.
Mike Evans is
See ya
trash.
next week.
Mike Evans, I would not keep.
Well, he put up 24 points.
Nothing on the bench to worry about.
Go back to the top.
I would agree with you, Mark, except who are you? Ben's team is below average, so he only has those 3.
Yeah, actually, Ben came into the league. I don't know if Ben knows this. Quick story. when he was invited in the league, he was, not necessarily the only option for a spot in the league.
No, it was highly contested, if I recall.
Yeah, a lot of people were trying to get in, but it was like, hey, if you're going to be in this league, you got to be in here long term. And Ben, I know, is committed, so I'm glad we have him. But now that he's in, a lot of people were like, oh my God, we shouldn't let Ben in because he's just going to mop up and take all 3 championships, and we're all just going to be funding his future college fund for his children. But his team, now that you talk about its keepers, AB, Melvin Gordon, and I hate Mike Evans, so I guess you would pick TJ Yeldon and hope that Fournette gets injured next year.
Yeah, he's really got 2. That's all he's got.
I mean, he's obviously going to keep Mike Evans.
Because we just talked about Philip Lindsay. Royce Freeman sucks.
Yeah,
it's Philip Lindsay. Philip Lindsay's way
What about
Brown,
Jack
Evans,
Doyle
Gordon.
with the Andrew Luck resurgence?
Dude, I think the Colts are for real. I think they are.
Honestly, if
they're going to get rid of Ebron because no team ever keeps Ebron for more than 1 year.
Ebron's terrible. If I'm Ben, I start asking around the league and seeing if anybody else wants to drop out of the entire league forever.
Are we sponsored by anyone else this week?
I would imagine we have one more sponsor.
Who do we got? Because Sunscreen Sploosh has done their bit. Nick, what do you got?
So has Zogpog, but go ahead.
The audience loves the downtime. It's really feasing well. They're thriving off it. I can't reference once again how beautiful it is right now. We've got sprinklers going in the background.
How does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel?
We also have extra content coming. We got an 18-minute video on
Our next advertisement comes to you from Advil, the makers of the most toxic and well-working ibuprofen pill on the market. You know when you really need some Advil, Mark and Tommy?
Like yesterday when I said, Nick, do you have some Advil?
Yeah.
I haven't needed any, but go on.
And that was basically right after the game at the Maui Invitational.
Yeah.
Where you spend 2 hours in a row yelling at all the fans and all the players.
The little kids hate us in front of us.
Yeah. And about literally 10 minutes into the game, you think to yourself, you know what I need to get rid of this headache? You know what's perfect for getting rid of headaches? Advil, the leading headache remover, the leading toxic ibuprofen headache pill on the market.
It's all in your
today.
head. It's a joke. They're not real. It's a placebo. Put a little ice on your head. Let's go.
And Mark, thank you for losing us all the money from this sponsor.
We now can't even publish this. So now that we've done that,
can't stand for it. You're fried.
you true fans, tune out because we're done talking football. Now we're just gonna talk shop here. We got basketball talk. Here's the crossover pod.
We have to leave in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave.
This is the grand finale of the pod. Thank you for watching. I know it's the highest watched pod of all time. Probably because we're all the same place in Maui. It's not bad.
It's could be a lot
Can you
worse.
turn up that Maui music, Tommy?
I don't have it yet.
Oh.
I don't pay for the premium content, so I have to watch ads and then I'll play it. But as we wait for it, I can say
Everyone, be sure to check out my newest profile pic in the league.
and happy Thanksgiving to one and to all.
Champions at last.
Well, to some.
We'll never be champions.
More content coming. You see hydrogen peroxide on the foot. You see Mark reading text messages.
75 text messages. about the
71?
Vikings. Yep.
We couldn't do this without you. So when we think about what we're thankful for,
Is this spot still happening?